we've been very fortunate with the tiny kittens families. They tend to, these successful adopters tend to write kind of cover letters and say why they're interested, and usually I'll recognize names from the chat or from Facebook, and they'll have gotten to know the community that way, and there's a little more accountability that way, I think. And we do talk to them. It would be nice if LAPS could do home visits on everybody, but they just don't have the resources to do that. But they do on the application, there is a, you have to say whether you're willing to allow a home visit. Hi, little munch. Whoa, what happened? Is that a little munchy? No, yes it is. We do meet the adopters in person. Although often it's not until adoption day, but not always. Yes, we've gotten some really wonderful applications from out of the area that I've quite appreciated, because there was planning for all contingencies, and that's something that I really like to see, because you never know what life's going to bring, and I very much appreciate if someone has made plans for their cats in case something happens. I think that's really awesome, because again, we get so many cats at LAPS when their owner passes away or they have a change in circumstances, and there's no one can take the cats, or there's no provision for care for the cats. So and that's usually really rough on the cats because they're older a lot of the time. They're really bonded with whatever other cat they're with, and then they go to this stressful shelter and sit there for a while. So anyway, I do appreciate when people really, when it's clear that people understand that it's a lifelong commitment and that they're part of the family, because they are part of the family. I think I probably expect more from my adopters than a lot of people. I don't know. I should stop talking. I'm picky. But luckily, it's also hard because like the last several litters, we've gotten so many really great applications that I've had to say no to people who are really, really wonderful, qualified homes because I haven't had enough kittens. And most of them, I think, we've been able to match with other wonderful kittens, but it's kind of a catch-22 because we want to have enough applications so that everyone goes to awesome homes, but there are often applications that don't get matched. So what we will do is we will go through and sort of we'll match applications with kittens. And so, like, for example, Marvel, because he has unknown you know, he should be normal from a medical perspective and not require additional care, but we just don't know 100%. I can't say like this is a healthy kitten that will never need monitoring or, you know, additional vet care. So for him in particular, I will be looking for a home where, you know, they have a relationship with the vet, or they are willing to have a relationship with the vet and make sure that he gets regular checkups, and if there are any, you know, they have to be observant about if his teeth are bothering him or something happens. Just someone who understands that he's a precious treasure and will need the best possible care. Hopefully he won't need any different care than anyone else, but just, you know, it will have to be someone who recognizes there's a possibility and is okay with that. Oh, a broken arm would make it difficult. Goodness, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute too. What? Oh, adorable. What else? The kibble they're eating is crunchy. Crunchy kibbles. Oh my goodness, you're such a little pudge blossom. You are a little pudge blossom. I was looking at your palettes yesterday. Oh, that looks so good. You're so handsome. Did you break your whisker? Oh no. If you break your whisker, you were probably being naughty. Oh, look at that pudgy belly. Oh, I have not seen Praline's sister. I heard something and then I forgot to check. Yes, Linda, good point that any cat you adopt potentially will have health issues, and I like for any family to be prepared for that and willing to make sure that the cat gets the care that it needs. Oh, aren't you so darling? Aren't you just so darling? You're so cute. Look at this tummy. What are you doing to your brother? Ozzy and Nico seem to spend a lot of time together. First-time kitty adopters do not get turned away. We have adopted two. I'm trying to think. I think Aster from Petunia's litter, I think she was a first-time adopter, and they're so awesome. And then they ended up adopting Sweet Pea too when he got returned. Toto's falling asleep in a litter box. I think now it's going to be nap time again. I think it's more about, like, for example, Calypso's human, who is so awesome, sent me you know, she sent her application, and she sent also an email that sort of described what life would be like, and it was very clear that she sort of got Calypso, and she was completely committed to giving her this amazing life after all the, you know, hard times she had been through. And that's exactly the sort of person that I think ideally will be matched to someone who wants to give them the best possible life. So whether they're a first-time adopter or not is less important than if they are looking at it as a lifelong commitment, and they have to kind of be willing to be ambassadors for rescue cats and all that sort of thing too, because of all of the attention that that they get once they get adopted. Still, all of us want to follow along, so there's a little bit of an extra responsibility there, right, buddy? Especially with you. What are you two doing? You're very scampy. Marvy's out. Why is everybody upside down all of a sudden? Oh, you're so cute. Look at your tummies. Oh, tummies. Get it. Toto is. I thought maybe he was going to the bathroom in the litter box. And maybe it started out that way, but now he's sleeping. Yeah, I would love for Marvel to continue to be seen by Dr. Ferguson, but it's not a requirement. But because it's such an unusual thing, and Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Henderson have both done research and talked to specialists and things, it's something that his new vet would need to be willing to consult with experts and get opinions and all that stuff, like Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Henderson have been, because it's not something that most vets have ever seen, particularly in a kitten. And so few of them are allowed to survive. So it would be ideal if he could stay at Mountain View, but certainly not required. But Ozzy just chomped on Munchie. All right, buddy. Everyone at Laps is pretty filled up with cats and dogs and kittens and stuff right now, so I think, I don't think that Marvy will be staying in the Laps circle. Toto, that's not comfortable, or that's a terrible spot for a nap. Here, let's get you cleaned up, and then you just go right there. There you go, buddy. All right, buddy. Okay, here you go. I'm going to try to transfer the Marvel without waking him up too much. Okay, here you go. What? I know. So go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Oh. All right, buddy. Here you go. Right there. That's a good spot for you. Who's causing trouble? Nico, this is the sleeping pile. It's not the... Back the kicking pile. All right. Back here. You're being a pain in the butt. All right. So I'm going to, in case you're wondering where Mommy is, here's her tail. Right here, sleeping. All right. Oh, so this is a good question. Linda's asking if we have 5 great apps for one kitten, or one pair of kittens, we'll say. How do we choose? That it's really hard, and it's, yeah, like we all get anxiety about it because it's happened before where we have 2 or 3 really good apps. So basically, if we can't find any way to really differentiate one that's even just like a hair more appropriate of a match for a particular kitten, or pair of kittens, we draw straws essentially. So we'll do a random pick from the 2 or 3 or however many like really, really good apps, which is really the only way we can think of to do it, so that it's fair and so that all the good homes, all the kittens go to the best homes. And I will usually contact people who didn't get matched and try to help them then find a really awesome kitten. So it's tough though, because I hate disappointing people, especially people who are awesome. But yeah, we do generally prioritize people who want to keep kittens together, because it's a very special and wonderful thing to have a pair of siblings. It's wonderful for them because they don't get lonely when you're away. They get into less trouble on their own. It's much less stressful of a transition. So there are lots of benefits to taking a pair, and I would say 80% of the time when people come in just for one kitten, whether they're new adopters or they're easing back into having pets or whatever, they come in for one kitten, and then 3 months later they want another kitten, or they wish they had gotten another kitten, and then the opportunity to have siblings will have passed, and they'll have to get another cat and do the whole introduction thing. And it usually works out, but it's not the same. So if you think you only want one, just think about it, think it through, and don't say you'll take 2 just to get, if you don't think you can care for 2. We don't always prioritize pairs over singles, but it's just a very case-by-case basis, I guess. But I do like to keep them together as much as possible. So, all right. What was I doing? I know. I wish I could be Marvel's Forever Mama too. Thank you for offering your anxiety pills. See if I can find my phone. Oh, look at that adorable pile. Adorable kitty.